Good morning and welcome, yogis. I am Leslie Garrett, and you have tuned in today to do some power yoga with me. So glad you're here, you guys. Make sure you have a yoga mat. You might want to grab a couple of blocks just in case you need them. Maybe a strap. I have nothing planned for a strap, but it's always good to have it close by. And maybe some water. If it's hot where you are, like it is here, already warm and toasty. So we might as well add to that heat a little bit and do some yoga. I'll meet you on the mat. Have a seat, whether it is sitting on the floor, whether it is sitting on a block or two, a blanket would work just fine. Sit, be comfortable. Let's bring our hands to rest on the legs. Keeping your eyes open just for another moment or two. Again, this practice is going to be about balance. And of course, during our asana practice, our physical practice today, we're focusing on those physical balancing poses, right? That's what everyone thinks of when they hear yoga is going to be about balance. And for sure, we're going to do a lot of different yoga poses that require balance and core strength. But I also want to talk a little bit about balance in a whole nother way. We often, I think it's especially us women, I don't know if that's 100% true, but in my experience, I feel like women do this a lot, men do this some, where we have this constant negative self-talk going in our heads. And we get so used to it that we don't even pay attention to it anymore. So this morning, as we move through our practice, doing balancing poses, doing grounding poses, I want you to really be mindful of the talk that's going on in your head. And if you can catch yourself in a negative conversation with yourself, I want you to put a stop to it. Hit pause. See if you can balance that with something positive. So, for example, oh gosh, I can't do this. Why even try to do yoga? I can't do yoga. Stop, pause, and balance with, you go, you got on the mat today, you rock. Something like that, whatever works in your vocabulary to boost yourself, to change that negative to a positive. I tell you, it's life-changing. Even if you do it once today and you keep practicing every day, you'll start doing it twice a day, 5 times a day. It really is very rewarding. So that's our challenge today, physical balance and balancing negative with positive. All right, I've talked enough. So hands resting down, close your eyes. Soften your jaw. Soften that area right around your eyebrows. Lengthen your neck and at the same time soften your shoulders down the back. Allowing your elbows to bend and arms relax. Give your toes just a little wiggle and then relax them. You are still, you are centered, and you are soft in all those parts of your body that can be soft, sitting here. Start to lengthen your breath. Balancing the inhales and the exhales. Attempting to keep them the same length as one another. breath getting deeper, wider. Imagine that the inhales reach every last corner of your body, and the exhales expel all that oxygen. This breath should never feel forced. It shouldn't feel unnatural. It shouldn't make you certainly dizzy or desperate for breath. It's calming, it's recharging. This breath is what will see you through not only the poses today in your practice, but all the challenges that come in your day today. Let your breath see you through. Before you open the eyes, give the fingers a wiggle, the toes a wiggle, maybe even the shoulders. And then lastly, blink your eyes open. And we're going to come right onto our backs. We're not going to stay there super long. We're just going to get some heat moving in the body by focusing on some of your bigger muscles. So the abdominals, the legs. All right, go ahead and roll back. We're going to start with the arms by our sides, palms down. They're going to stay there for the next few minutes. Glue the knees together, glue the feet together. You'll draw the knees in towards your chest, lift your booty and your low back off the mat. And then you'll lightly tap your toes to the mat. Good. Knees in, lift booty. Lower booty, tap forward. Keep going. And if you want this to be a little bit more conservative, your core maybe is not your strongest area. When you tap the toes, they'll be really close to your booty. And if the opposite is true and you just love core work, it's your favorite, you want the challenge, when you tap the toes, take them closer towards the edge of the mat, the short edge of your mat. No momentum. It's just all you. Willpower, strength, control. All right, we'll do one more full one, knees in. Tap the toes lightly, draw the knees back in. Booty lifts off the floor. Push into your arms. Extend the legs up, booty still lifted. You'll see a space under mine. Flex the feet. Hold. Arms strong. Breathe. Keeping the legs extended, feet flexed, lower your back and your booty to the mat. Before we move on, I want to say that if you have back issues or have probably chronic back issues, or maybe it's just been an acute strain or something, don't lower your legs more than halfway. Or maybe it's less for you. Maybe it's a quarter of the way. Keep the feet flexed, and we're going to start to lower to our challenging hover. Everybody's is different. If you're doing this class with somebody else, theirs may be hovering above the mat. Yours might be way up in the air. It's all good. Push into your arms, your elbows, your shoulder blades. Slowly lift. Squeeze your thighs. Flex the feet even more and take a slow lower. Stop where you need it. Keep breathing. Slow lift back up. Good. We're actually getting everything warm. So the arms are working, the legs are working, your abdominals, your low back, your glutes. Let them work. Let them be your heater, so to speak. We'll do one more of these lower downs. Hold when you reach your destination. Try to press your low back down into the mat. Slowly lift up. And bend your knees. Pull them into your chest. Take a little rock right and left. And then we'll rock forward and back. This is a fantastic massage for your spine. If it does not feel good, just come on up to a sit, wait there, and I will be there shortly. All right, one more rock for me. Sit cross-legged, nice and tall. I'll just do a few stretches here and then move on. Let's take a side stretch to your left. Take it over to your right. And as you reach long through that top arm and the side waist, I want you to ground through the opposite sit bone. We'll get into that in just a moment, but reach, ground opposite sit bone. And next time you go to your right, we're going to pause in that side stretch. Good. Reach long. Bicep tries to get close to that ear. You're pushing down through your seat as you reach a little longer. All right. Staying over on your right side, let's square the shoulders to the floor and to that right knee. So you're dropping that left shoulder. Keep reaching long through the arm. Lift, side stretch. Square, exhale. Inhale, open. Exhale, square. Open. Hold the square. So left shoulder down, you're looking down. Reach long through your left arm. Your seat pressing into the mat. Where should I feel this? The left side waist, all the way down that arm, all the way down that left side, into your left hip and left low back. All right, open the chest. Rise up, take it to the other side. Pause here in your side stretch. Reach. Anchor your seat down. And let's square. Shoulder and gaze drops. Open the chest. Square. And open. Moving with the breath. And the last square right here, hold it. Let that right shoulder drop. Maybe you fold a little more over the leg. Reach a little longer through the arm. Open on an inhale. Rise up to center, both arms up. Fill your lungs. Bring your hands to meet at heart center as you exhale. Yeah, nice. All right, circle the wrists. I'm a big, for lack of a better word this morning, pusher. Why is that coming to head? I can't even think of the word. I like wrist stretches. I think they're very important. That is what I meant. You have those days, right? Just can't call up what you're trying to say. It's all good. And let's come onto all fours. So face the top of your mat, whichever short edge you decide to be your top edge. Your crown is pointing towards the top. Spread your fingers before you get too comfortable and set them down. Bring your toenails to the mat. And this really is an active pose. I think a lot of people are just, come on, let's do something, let's move. Take a minute. Really experience this pose, tabletop. The back of your neck is long, so look down at your thumbs, fingers spread. Pay extra attention to your index fingers and your thumb. Press them down. The arms grow even longer. Shoulders are relaxed down the back. Your spine is in a nice, strong neutral position. Push your knees down, push your shins down, the tops of your feet. And on every exhale, just draw the belly in towards the spine. It's a nice contraction to really support you in this straight back. All right, let's get moving, y'all. Let's come into cow. Drop the belly. Lift the chin. You're drawing your collarbones forward, your heart too. Lift your tailbone to the sky. Cow pose. Stay here for a second. Push into hands, knees, shins, tops of the feet. And moving into the opposing pose, cat. Push even more into your palms. Draw chin to chest. Lift chest towards spine, belly button to spine. Pelvis tucks under. You got it. All right, come to a neutral spine. We're going slow, but then we're going to thread these all together. Nice straight spine. Extend your right leg behind you in sunbird. Shift your weight forward just a few inches. You're going to hug the elbows in chaturanga. Maybe you go a quarter. Maybe you go a half. Maybe you get that chin even closer to the top of your mat. Push up and back. Right knee down. Good. Inhale to cow. Really arch. Exhale to cat. Really round. Spine to neutral. Left leg behind you, sunbird. Shift forward. Elbows in, sunbird bow, or you could call this chaturanga. Push up, knee to the floor. You got it. Inhale, cow. Cat. Tabletop, right leg back. Shift forward, elbows in. Exhale, sunbird bow. Push up, knee down. Inhale, cow. And cat. Neutral spine, left leg back. Take a bow if you wish. Pause at the bottom of that bow. Push up, knee down. We'll do one more on each side. Cow, fill the lungs. Don't move until they're all the way full. Cat, don't move until you're all the way empty. Tabletop, right leg. Shift forward, elbows in, chaturanga or sunbird bow. Push up, knee down. Last one, guys. Cow. Cat. Sunbird. Shift forward, thumbs press down as you bow. Push up, knees down. Yes. All right. Things are nice and warm, I hope. Keep your knees under your hips, wrists under shoulders, belly pulled in. Come onto your right fingertips and crawl them forward towards the top of your mat. Then extend your left leg back, flex the foot and bring the toes to lightly touch the mat. Okay, this is a modified bird dog. You can stay here. You can feel already that it's a balanced pose, right? The lighter your touch in fingers and toes, the more of a balanced pose. If you want to come all the way into bird dog, good. You'll extend your right fingers. I can't. Well, I guess I could put them through the blinds, but good. Try to square shoulders and hips to the ground. Got it. If you want a challenge, close your eyes. The right leg and the left arm get stronger. And the right arm and left leg get longer. Take a breath in. Release down. Open the eyes if they were closed. I'm just going to scooch back a tiny bit. All right, left fingertips. Walk them forward. Right toes barely touch the mat. Yes, you can stay here or lift into your bird dog. Good. I want you to be really mindful of the low back. You don't want too big of an arch in the low back, so press the right palm down. Find length in the right arm, and then lengthen the spine. Left hip gently pulls back. Reach a little longer. Close your eyes. If That's how you flow. Maybe you've never closed your eyes and you try it today. Congrats. It's hard. It's really hard to want to close your eyes and not see what's going on. And release down. Tuck your toes. Walk your hands forward a step. Let the knees hover for a moment. You're pressing your chest back towards the thighs. And then lift your hips, downward facing dog. Start to shift your weight from one foot and to the other. Check in with your self-dialogue. Even if you're not having a negative thought about you, throw a positive thought in there. Why not? I am rocking downward facing dog. I made it to my mat this morning. Yay! I am sweaty and man, it feels good. There's so many. There are so many. And if you know me, you know I am a glass half full, so I could probably rattle off 121 positive affirmations. All right, you guys, bend the knees. Straighten. Bend. Straighten. Bend. Last one. Straighten and hold. We're going to cross right ankle behind left ankle. Push back. Your torso is gliding back towards that left leg. Do not lock your left knee. Keep it soft. The left calf getting a lovely stretch. And switch sides. Right foot is anchored. Left ankle crosses behind. Push the chest back. The arms grow in length. This here is a balance pose. It doesn't have to look like tree or dancer to be a balance pose. Uncross your legs. Let's walk to the top of the mat. If you're a speed walker, you go. I'll see you there in a minute. If you are a slow walker like myself, take your time. Everybody seems to be in a rush. So today, this moment, you can choose. Do you want to be one of those people who is just crazy running around? Or maybe just crazy with thoughts and plans in your head? All right, come to center. We're going to do some half salutations just to make sure everything is nice and warm. Ground down through your feet. Rise up, reach up, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Half lift, inhale. Look at the spine, it's nice and long. Take a fold here, bend the knees if you need to. Root down to rise up, reach up, inhale. Hands pass through heart center as you fold. These are half salutations. Take a half lift, shoulder blades slide down the back. Fold as you exhale. Rise up, reach up as you inhale. Hands pass through heart center, Uttanasana, forward fold. Take a half lift and a nice big fold. We're going to hold here. We're going to start every one of our sequences from here, forward fold. So make sure you're not too close to a wall. Make sure maybe there's something for you to focus on in front of you. If you know me at all, you know balance is my least favorite thing because I'm not good at it. My feet, the way they are made, it's just a struggle for me. But I hope you watch and you chuckle as I topple and wiggle because I'm going to be chuckling. Why not? All right, guys. Bend both knees. We did this last practice, and I had some feedback from a viewer, a yogi, that loved this. So this is for you, Debbie. Hands behind the right knee, both knees bent. You're going to rise and bring the right knee with you. Really squeeze that left leg straight as you come up. Good. Knee to chest. Find your steady. Bring the hands to heart center. Good. We're going to move into a variation of balancing star. It's a modification. Arms overhead in a V shape. Right foot just comes to hover above the mat. You can open the arms a little wider. Maybe take a tiny tip to the left. Maybe move that right foot around a little bit. And when you're ready, you'll cross right ankle behind left, hands on your hips. Take a dive forward, knees soft, blocks if you need them. How do I know if I need them? Your hamstrings, the back of your thighs will feel tight. Your back will feel tight. Your knees will feel some locking. So use what you need. Take a half lift here with your legs crossed and fold. Left foot is grounded, toes pointing forward. Take your right foot to the back of the mat, low lunge. Good. Get your feet where you need them. Drop the back knee. Fingertips hover above the mat. Engage your abdominals and reach up. Anjaneyasana. You got it. You do not want to dump everything into this front thigh. So push into your front heel. You'll scooch back just a little bit. You're engaging the back leg as well as the front leg. Take your arms wide. Did not give myself quite enough space here. So arms wide. Take a twist to the left. Right arm forward, left arm back. Keep pushing into your left heel. Good. Balance pose, right? Doesn't look like what we think of when we think balance pose, but for sure. I want to add a little bit of a challenge if you wish. Hold in your twist. Maybe you take that right foot, the back foot off the floor. If it's too much for your kneecap, oh gosh, put it down. Not worth it. Just kind of a fun added challenge. All right, the foot can stay lifted if you want, or you can set it down. We're going to twist towards front and then take this wide arm twist to the right. Listen to your back knee. It's going to be talking. If you twist too much, it's really going to be talking. So be smart, listen, balance your effort with ease. I could go on about balance forever. All right, face forward, both arms up. And the hands come down. Let's step back to downward facing dog. Hello, my down dog. All right, we're going to do that flow that we practice at the top of our practice. Lift your heels, drop the knees down. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Right leg shoots back, sunbird. Bow, pause at the bottom. Push up. Knee down, downward facing dog. If you don't like that flow, just do the traditional plank, chaturanga, up dog to down dog. But you never know, you might learn something about you in this new flow. Bend your knees, look forward. Step, hop, or float to the top of your mat. All right, round two on the left side. Bend both knees. Shoulders are relaxed as you bring hands behind that left knee. Really strengthen your right leg and your belly as you rise up. Good. Upper body is not playing a role here, so it should be relaxed. Hands to heart center. Modified balancing star. Arms back. Left foot hovers. Good. I'm just moving that left foot. It's a challenge here in this modified version, just to be throwing my core off a little bit. All right, cross, left ankle, behind right, hands to hips. Pull the belly in and fold forward. Half lift here and fold. Your right toes are pointing forward, right foot grounded. Back or left foot steps to the back of the mat. Low lunge. Drop the back knee. Make sure that knee doesn't go past toes, always. And hover your fingertips. You're gonna rise up. Anjaneyasana. Good. Take the dump out of it. All right, let me back up. Do not collapse into this front leg. That's what I meant. Push into your right heel. That front leg is super strong, so is the back leg. Take the arms wide. You'll take a straight arm twist to your right. Good. You want the challenge? Maybe you just flex the back foot and bring the toes lightly to the mat. Maybe you lift it off. Or perhaps you just keep the foot down and you are focusing on the breath, focusing on where you are right now, this moment. Come forward, arms still wide, and take a counter twist to the left. Right leg, squeeze the thigh. And face forward. Both arms up, back foot down. And release the hands down. Step back to downward facing dog. Traditional flow or lift heels. Drop knees to the mat. Inhale to cow. Cat. Left leg, extend it. Sunbird. Bow. Elbows in. Elbows in. Push it up. Knee down. Downward facing dog. Bend the knees, look forward. However you want to get there, get there. Forward fold, feet are hip width apart. Round two. You can, of course, repeat, hands on your knees, rise that way. Here's the next step up intensity-wise or challenge-wise. Bend the knees. Don't let your shoulders get into the game here. Your big toe lock on that right big toe. It's your first two fingers and your thumb. Knees bent. Engage abdominals now. Rise up to balance on that left leg. Is a challenge. I don't have a whole lot to look at here. Afraid to open the blinds because the heat will go up probably 20 degrees, but I'm doing it. So many birds and squirrels. All right, hands to heart center. Standing staff, stay where you are. I'm gonna scooch back so I can extend my right leg, standing staff. Your staff might be a little droopy and that's okay. That's okay. If this is what you have the strength for, bravo you. One more breath in. And cross, right ankle behind left ankle. Arms reach up. If you have back issues, hands to hips, keep them there. If you don't, dive forward, halfway down, hold, hold, hold. Again, back issues, maybe fold all the way down. Hands on blocks or hands on shins. Left hip, slide it back. Knees are soft. Arms are strong. Maybe close your eyes and see what's really going on. When you're ready, hands down. Left foot is your front foot. Right foot steps back to a low lunge. Fingertips hover or blocks. Rise up, crescent pose, high lunge. Good. Check the arch in your low back. Super easy to do this. Try to flatten that low back by tucking your tailbone under. Yeah, arms wide. You know where we're going. Straight arm twist to the left. You're squeezing the thighs, both of them. And then try to engage what we call root lock. Mula Bandha. You're just lifting your pelvic floor by just giving a little squeeze. Like perhaps you really got to go to the bathroom and you can't. So lift the pelvic floor, belly in on the exhales, straight arms, turn forward. And then we'll counter when you're ready to the right. Left arm forward, right arm back. Everything still goes. Lift the pelvic floor, belly draws in as you exhale. Both thighs, front and back, are working. Left and right thighs. Face forward, arms up. Hands down, step back to downward facing dog. If you're coming with me, heels high, lower the knees. Inhale, cow and cat. Right leg back, forward, sunbird bow. Pause as long as you want to. You're making your way to downward facing dog. Exhale big here. Come to the top of your mat. Round two on the left side. Hands under left knee or big toe lock. Bend the knees. Belly in, rise up. I knew this side was going to be more challenging. Now you just can tell. Plus being super close to the windows, yeah, doesn't always make you feel nice and steady. Hands to heart center. Balance, no, not balancing star, standing staff. Left leg. Hi, Kobe, kick it forward. If you need the arms for balance, do it. Good boy. Cross the ankles, left behind right. I know. Take a fold forward. Come halfway up. I forgot extended arms. So, if you did it last time and your back is happy, extend the arms. Your spine is long. Your chin is just ever so gently tucking in, so the back of your neck is long. Squeeze the thighs, the booty. And now take a fold. Good, left foot steps back. Low lunge, I'm gonna scoot up. So right foot in front, left foot in back. Find your hover or your blocks. And rise up, high lunge. I know Kobe, he wants to go outside, but then he'll turn around and want to come inside. And then turn around and want to go outside, and you get it, see? Arms wide. Straight arm twist to the right. Face front. Straight arm twist to the left. Face front, arms up, strong front leg. And take the hands down, step back to downward facing dog. Lift the heels high, drop the knees. Inhale, cow, cat. Sunbird, left leg. Sunbird bow. Pause if you wish, or push back up. Meeting in downward facing dog. Crack, crack, crack. Bend your knees, come to the top of your mat. I'm going to scoot back just a little bit. Here we go. Right knee's going to lift with us. You can hands gently behind. You can big toe lock or bring both hands to respective hips. Same approach as before. Belly tight, left leg starts to squeeze as you rise up. Use your abdominals to draw that knee in. Flex the foot. Good. From here, full balancing star. Arms in a V. You could modify like we did the first round, foot hover, or come to a full tip to the left. Spread the toes, spread the fingers. I got it. Deep breaths. What are you saying to you right now? When you're ready, lift up, cross, right behind left, woo, and fold. Yes, what am I saying to myself right now? You go, girl. Keep smiling. Softly bend the knees. Reach the arms forward and up as you rise up. Right knee back to chest. Good. One-legged Utkatasana. Some people call this figure 4, chair. So right ankle above left knee. And you're sitting back. So you're not just bending the knees, but you're sending your seat back as you drop into that left thigh. Arms can be where you need them. Wide for better balance. And just as slowly as you lowered into this, I want you to rise up, knee to chest. Step the right foot back. Crescent pose. Interlace your fingers behind your low back. Some people say press your palms together to do this. It kills my hands and wrists to do that. So if you wish, you can straighten the arms, letting the palms separate like I do, or you can see if you can press them together. We're going to do a humble crescent pose. Normally it's a humble warrior, but before we fold, walk your front foot to the left an inch or two. Good. Your left hip is drawing back. Take a breath in and fold forward. You can hover, not rest, on that left thigh, or you can angle a little bit to the right so you can bow in your humble pose here. Lifting the arms off the back. You're squeezing that left knee in towards the shoulder. Keep the interlace in your hands. Push into your left heel, rise up. Crescent. Warrior 2, back heel drops. Line your front heel up with your back arch, yeah? And make sure you have enough space between front foot and back foot so that you're not doing this, yeah? Big step. A lot of space between heel and arch. Warrior 2. Let's tip back and reverse warrior. Watch the knee. Back knee might be talking. If it is, back off a little bit. You can play with the gaze to make this more challenging. Lifting it up. Maybe closing the eyes. Warrior 2, just passing through here on our way to side angle. Tip forward, but you're not dropping the chest like in humble crescent, humble warrior. You're keeping the right chest open. Big bend in that front knee. Got it. Push into your front heel, warrior 2. If you need a break, straighten the leg for a minute. We're going to do that little dance between reverse and side angle. Good. Chest is open to the right. I'm not moving my gaze from out in front. It helps keeping balance. So if you want to move your gaze with every movement, go for it. One more of each. Warrior 2, straighten your left leg. We're going to turn all 10 toes to face the right long edge. You can wiggle them in too. Toes slightly in, heels slightly out. Take a dive forward. Your chest leads the way. Feel like you need a cleansing breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. You're not looking at me. I want you to look between your legs. You don't have to do what I'm doing. I am just moving in a way that my body is craving, finding stretches that it needs. Soft knees here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the hands down. Walk your hands to the top of the mat, low lunge. Step back to downward facing dog. Stay traditional flow or heels up, knees slowly come down. Big inhale into cow. Cat, really feel that tuck. Good, straight spine, right leg back, sunbird, bow. Elbows into ribs. Hold if you wanna. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Bend the knees, look forward. This is our last round, you guys. So, I was gonna say make it good, but good is relative. Make it work for you, make it fun. Option 1, fingertips behind left knee. Option 2, big toe lock. Option 3, hands on hips. Bring left knee width as you rise up. Not quite as unsteady as the last time. Good, squeeze your hips with the hands, helps with balance. Draw the knee into the chest. And let's take it into balancing star arms V. Left leg kicks out to the left and tip to your right. Good, I was going to turn to mirror you, but you got this. Just balancing on the right leg, playing with your balance a little bit. Play with your limbs. See what you can do. See what you can't do. Open, stretch, and cross. Left ankle behind right. Take a fold with hands on your hips. All the way down. Good. Bend the knees. Reach up, rise up, halfway. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Good. You're squeezing the quads without locking the knees. Shoulders sliding down the back. Engage your abdominals, rise all the way up. Left knee up into the chest. Take your time. Engage abdominals, pull that knee in even closer to the belly. And figure 4 or one-legged Utkatasana. Left knee over right. You can sit deeply if it works. Remember the arms, up to you. Sit deep, right heel presses down. Left hip gently draws back. And slowly rise up. Not so slowly, but get there. Left knee into the chest. Step it back, high lunge. Good, get you prepared. So feel steady, feel solid. Interlace fingers the awkward way behind your back. So it'll be the opposite thumb and index that are on top from last time. Inch your right foot to the right, just an inch or two, if that. Take a breath in, open your chest. Belly in as you bow into your humble, you can call it modification of humble warrior. You can call it humble crescent, like I do. People make up names all the time. It's all good, whatever works for you. Right heel pressed down, right knee in towards your torso. Maybe lift the arms a little higher off the back. Got it, right hip back, left hip forward, struggling a little bit with balance. Keep your fingers interlaced, belly pulls in, rise up, crescent. Warrior two. So I'm facing away from you, fingers interlaced, palms either together or wide apart. Glance at your front foot. That knee is over ankle. And look over to the left. Take your reverse warrior, tipping towards the back leg. Don't collapse. Back knee soft. You want more, bend the front knee even more than it already is. Take it through warrior two to side angle. Feeling it. Chest open. Come up to warrior two. We're going to do our little dance from reverse to side angle. Maybe your dance goes a little faster than my dance. Maybe it goes a little slower than my dance. You do you. Front thigh. Probably talking. Last one of both reverse and side angle. Come up to warrior two. Oh, turn all 10 toes to face the left. Maybe walk the feet in. Toes ever so slightly in, heels out, fold. Forward, I'm gonna face you, so stay in your fold. Looking between your legs. Feel free to bend the legs generously. Maybe start to sway, bending one knee, bend the other. Find your breath, and then find that internal voice. What's it saying now? Hold center. Bend both knees, big. Crown still moving towards the floor. And release the hands down. Frame your left foot by coming into a low lunge. Downward facing dog. Take a break or lift heels, knees down. Inhale, cow. And cat. Sunbird, left leg. Shift it forward. Take your bow. Maybe stay, maybe don't. Push up. Toes tuck. Downward facing dog. Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Great job, you guys. I hope you were sweaty, if that's what you do. But mostly I hope that you really have tuned in to your negative voice and your positive voice. Drop the knees. Take the knees wide, big toes touch, sit back. Child's pose. Once you're there, just rock. Head, shoulders, hips, rocking side to side. All right, come to center. Walk your hands back. Have a seat. Sorry, I'm just dripping, so my hands are constantly going to my face. Let's see. Oh, bring your feet flat. Just had to think a minute. You can have your hands behind you, arms straight. If you want a shoulder stretch with this spine stretch and low back stretch, you can drop to your elbows. Feet wide, tip. I think we did these last practice. Anyway, you do a windshield wiper with the knees. I am all over it. Love it, love it, love it. Nice dynamic stretch. Low back, outer hips, and shoulders here as we're on our elbows. All right, knees point up. Come on up. Feet walk in a little bit. They're hip width apart. You're going to press equally into the feet, all four corners. Bring your hands behind you. I point my fingertips towards my feet, but you may want to angle them out a little bit. You'll see once you get there. So lift your seat off the floor. Test the waters. Can you lift a little higher? A little higher. And you're going to reach that point where, no, I cannot lift any higher. Don't. You can keep looking forward. You can look up. Check in with your feet. Lift all 10 toes. Keep them lifted. Press what's on the mat down. Toes down. Slowly lower your seat. We're going to lean forward and hug the knees, chin to chest. Think cat. So around the chest, maybe lean back. You can lift your toes, the balls of the feet off the mat if that gives you a little better stretch. We're going to repeat each one just once. So hands grounded, feet grounded. Lift. Want to make sure the wrists are comfortable, the knees are comfortable. Lifting to your reverse tabletop. Lift all 10 toes. Knees stay tracking over the ankles. Lift as high as you can. Take a breath in. Lower the toes, lower the seat. Shaking. Hug your knees. If you want a bigger stretch, you can bring hands under knees, round the spine, toes up. You're looking down at your chest. And sit up. Nice job, you guys. Bring the soles of your feet together. I come into these practices thinking they're going to be, let's make these a little shorter. And then bam, I just turn long. All right, your soles are together, your heels in towards your groin just as far as you are comfortable and still feel a stretch. Great use of the blocks. You can prop the knees up. Also, another great modification is just to lean back and press the knees down. I'm going to hinge forward. Why focus on the word hinge? Well, you don't want to round forward, bringing forehead towards heels. It's not my preferred way of doing Baddha Konasana. So take your chin towards the top of your mat or whatever edge of your mat is out in front. Keep reaching the chin out. Elbows down into the knees. Maybe you pry open the balls of your feet with your thumbs. I don't do that because it looks cool. It's actually a little helpful on the knees to open the tops of your feet. One last breath in, hinge, and rise up. Good. Make it all the way onto your back. You can just roll back and be done. You could round slowly back with bent knees. You can round slowly back with straight legs. God, for your straight legs, point the toes, point the toes, point the toes. Hover anywhere it feels good. Once the low back touches, you can come all the way down. Woo-wee. Bend the knees. Last stretch, I swear. Make your low back as flat on the floor as you can so you can lift your seat a couple times. Same with your shoulder blades. You want to tuck them in underneath you. And then you can cross right ankle over left, just like we did in standing. If this is plenty stretch, you can hold here, push the right knee away. Or you can hug the left thigh in. This is option 2. Option 2 is to hug in that left thigh and with your elbow push away that right knee. No hunch in the shoulders, just let them drop. Continuing to make this a somewhat active pose by pulling that left knee in the whole time. Flex both feet. Deep breaths. Find balance. Maybe it's suddenly not about your internal dialogue. Maybe there's something else that has crept up in your practice today. And you think, man, I'm really falling short in fill in the blank. So I really need to find balance between, I don't know, work and family, work and play, maybe hardcore exercise and yoga, maybe trying to be perfect, balancing that with acceptance. This is who I am, and I love it. All right, both feet down, and give anything a wiggle or a shake if you need to. Take left ankle above right knee. Remember, you can stay here. Option 1, push the knee away. Option 2, draw the right knee in, feet flexed. Option 3, right knee in, left knee gets pushed away. Feet flexed, shoulder blades really grounded down. Uncross ankle from knee. Both knees hug in. Bring your kneecaps to your hands to your kneecaps, or I guess kneecaps to your hands, and then circle both knees. And there are people who really struggle with silence. You might think that I'm one of those people, but I really just enjoy talking and cueing during my yoga practice, and I do talk a lot off the mat. But I am so content with silence, and if you struggle with that, I encourage you to stay in your Shavasana a little longer today. Turn off any noise, or perhaps Shavasana is easier for you when you've got some music. Release the feet. Start opening yourself up physically and mentally. Open yourself up for all the things that come during Shavasana. Let your voice quiet. Let your breath return to its natural pace, rhythm. If you need to stay here in stillness, please do so. If you're ready for movement, take a deep breath in through the nose, holding it at the top. Long, slow exhale, wiggle fingers and toes. Rock your feet and your hands side to side. Stretch the arms overhead. What feels better after a good practice than this long body stretch? Not much is the answer. Bend your knees. roll onto your right side first. I've got my battery pack there, so I'm going to stay on my back. And then find your way to a comfortable seated position, eyes closed. Bring your palms and fingers to gently meet at the center of your chest. Lift the corners of your mouth into a smile. It's a good day. And may you have balance in your thoughts. May you have balance in your words. May you have balance in your heart. Namaste.